name is Julia, and today I'm making this video to teach everyone how to play the Italian card game Pinnacolo. Pinnacolo is a card game that is popular in northern Italy, and the reason I know how to play it is because my dad is from Padova in northern Italy. It's pretty close to Venice. So my family plays this all the time, and I play it with my family members that are still in Italy, and I'm not fluent in Italian and they're not fluent in English, but we can still connect over this card game, which is something that I love. And a lot of people that I meet have never heard of this card game. They think it's Pinnacolo, which I have heard of also, mostly because I'll ask people if they know what Pinnacolo is, and they're like, oh, is it like Pinnacle? And I'm like, no. And based on the rules that I've read of Pinnacolo online, it is not the same. So I want to teach you how to play this card game that is very near and dear to my heart. So if you love playing card games and you want to learn a new one, or if you want to learn a new game that you can play with friends and family that aren't just the same old games that you're used to playing, this video is perfect for you. And if you want a written out set of the rules, I will also be putting that on my website, which is juliamarcado.wordpress.com, so you can follow along there. But me personally, I'm usually a visual learner. If someone tries to tell me the rules to a card game or video game without showing me what to do, it really just goes in one ear and out the other, which is why I think it would be perfect to make a video for this. So let's get on with it. First things first, you're going to need 4 players, so get 3 friends! Pinnacolo is played with a 54 card deck, which means that it includes jokers. But not only that, you actually need a second 54 card deck for 108 cards total. Additionally, Pinnacolo is played in teams, with your partner being the person across from you. To start the game, one player shuffles the cards and deals counterclockwise. Each player receives 19 cards. The remaining cards are placed in a pile in the center, and the top card is flipped to create a discard pile. Though it is not required, we definitely suggest that each player organizes their cards by suit, and within each suit by chronological order, because this will definitely help you with the gameplay. The player to the right of the dealer goes first. In this case, it's my sister Elena. The goal of the game is to make matches until you run out of cards, so let's follow along on her turn. To start her turn, Elena has to pick up a card. She can either choose from the random pile or from the discard pile. She chooses the random pile. There are 2 main types of matches you can make. The first and main type of match that you'll encounter is a sequential match. These matches can go in order anywhere from ace to king. The cards must be of the same suit, and you must have at least 3 cards in a match, but you can have more than 3 and more cards can be added later. An example of this type of match is 7 of clubs, 8 of clubs, and 9 of clubs. This is a valid match in Pinnacolo. The second type of match is 3 of a kind. This match occurs when you have the same value card in 3 different suits. In this case, we have the Jack of Hearts, Jack of Spades, and Jack of Diamonds, which would be a valid match. If instead you had a Jack of Hearts and 2 Jacks of Spades, that would not be a valid match because they must all be different suits. You must have at least 3 cards to create this match, but if you have all 4 suits, you may put all 4 down. This type of match can only go up to 4 cards because there are only 4 suits. Looking back at Elena's hand, we can see that she has the 6 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds, and 8 of diamonds, so she puts that down as a match. Now let's look at her hand again. Here, she has the 10 through ace of clubs, which is also a valid match to put down. She also has a 3 of a kind match with the 5 of clubs, 5 of hearts, and 5 of spades, which she puts down too. You may have noticed in her hand that Elena had a 2 of spades and a joker off to the side of the rest of her cards. That's because those 2 cards are considered wild cards. In Pinnacolo, Black twos, which are 2 of spades and 2 of clubs, and jokers are considered wild cards, which means that they can be put in place of any card in a match. So let's see what Elena wants to do with her black 2 and her joker. Here, she decides to use the joker in place of the 8 of hearts. And she uses her black 2 in place of the jack of spades. In order to end her turn, Elena must discard one of the remaining cards in her hand in the discard pile. After Elena, we move counterclockwise to my friend Alex, who's on the opposing team. He starts his turn the same way by picking up a card. Here, he decides he wants the 4 of clubs out of the discard pile. But wait! Alex forgot that there are specific rules that go with picking up from the discard pile. If you want a card from the discard pile, you must also pick up all the cards after it. So if he wants the 4 of clubs, he also has to pick up the 4 of diamonds. This time, Alex makes sure to pick up both cards. Additionally, if you want a particular card out of the discard pile, you must use it during that turn. So here Alex is using the 4 of clubs in a 3-4-5. He continues his turn and puts down more matches that he has in his hand. Then Alex notices something in his hand. What's he plotting? He realized that he had the 8 of hearts, which is also the card that Elena replaced with a joker in one of her matches. Alex is able to give the card to Elena and steal her joker, so that he can use it in a match of his own. If you steal a joker, you must use it immediately. So here, he's going to use it in place of the 9 of clubs. Then, Alex notices something else. He has the jack of spades, which is also the card that Elena replaced with a black 2. But this time, when Alex tries to steal it, he's denied. Unlike jokers, opponents cannot steal black 2s, which Alex forgot. But thinking about black 2s made Alex realize something else. Since black 2s are considered wild cards, they are skipped in sequential matches, making king of spades, ace of spades, and 3 of spades a valid match. All Alex has left to do is discard. While it is not required, we suggest you take a look at your opponent's cards so that you don't discard something that attaches to them, because they can pick it up and get more points that way. We move counterclockwise again to my sister Vittoria, who is partners with Elena. She picks up a card. Since Elena and Vittoria are partners, Vittoria is able to attach cards to Elena's matches. She realizes she has the 9 of diamonds, which attaches to Elena, so she tries to give it to her. But wait! She stopped! Before you can give cards to your partner, or steal a joker for that matter, you must put down a match of your own. So Vittoria does so. Now she's actually able to attach the 9 of diamonds to Elena's match. Vittoria has even more cards to give over to Elena, which helps reduce the cards in her hand. Look how big some of Elena's matches are now. Vittoria realizes something in her hand. She also has the jack of spades that Elena replaced with a black 2 in her match. Unlike Alex's attempt though, Vittoria is actually able to give it to Elena since they are partners. However, unlike jokers, black 2s must remain in the match that they came out of, and the person who replaces it has to choose where the black 2 goes. In this case, Vittoria chose to put it as the 10. Vittoria continues to put down more matches, and of course ends her turn by discarding. The round would then continue to the 4th player, then back to the 1st player, and so on until someone goes out or gets rid of all the cards in their hand. Here I am putting down my last match. I'm out, I say. But wait, I'm not actually out. Even the person that goes out must keep following the rules of the game, meaning I must be able to discard, and then I'm out. So sorry to Elena and Victoria, but it looks like me and Alex got this round. Going out is only part of it though, so let's take a look at the point system and see how you actually win the game. In Pinnacolo, each card value corresponds with a different amount of points. Card values 2 through 6 are worth 5 points. While these point values correspond with any suit, in this particular circumstance it's a little bit different because this excludes black 2s since they are wild cards. Card values 7 through king are worth 10 points. Ace cards are worth 15 points. Black 2s are worth 20 points. And jokers are worth 30 points. In addition, if you have 6 or more cards in a match, or 4 of a kind, that means the points are doubled. So, if you have a match like 7 of hearts through Queen of Hearts, while that would usually be worth 60 points, since there are 6 cards in the match, it's now worth 120 points. Same goes for the 4 7s. Instead of being worth 40 points, they're now worth 80 points. However, this does not count if there is a wild card in a match. Now, the reason I was so happy to go out while the opposing team was upset is because the player that goes out receives an automatic 100 points, whereas the other remaining players must deduct the points of cards still remaining in their hands from the point total that they have down. While keeping score, teams combine their points and the game continues in rounds until the first team reaches 1,500 points. Then that team wins the game. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Pinnacolo. It is truly super important to me and my family, this card game, because it's one of the only ones we really know how to play, and it gives us a family bonding moment. And again, like I said previously, I can even play it with my Italian family members that don't know English, so that's something that's super important to me, getting to connect over this, and it's really important to my family and to my Italian culture. So I hope you enjoyed. Give this video a like if you did. Also, comment down below if you've ever heard of Pinnacolo before. Maybe you or your family is also from Northern Italy and you've heard of it, because again, a lot of people I run into have never heard of it before. And whenever I try to Google it, all that comes up is Pinnacolo, probably because I'm in America trying to Google it. So again, comment down below if you ever heard of it, or comment down below if you do decide to try to play this with your friends and family, and let me know how it goes. I'm gonna leave a link down below to my website where I'm gonna have a blog post that corresponds with this video if you want to go ahead and check that out. Also, you can subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. I'm just getting started with this channel, so we can see where it goes. Maybe I can post more about my Italian culture, or maybe more about some games that I like to play with my family and friends. So we'll just see where that goes. Thank you for watching.